What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV, second video of the day. If you missed the first video of the day, it will be linked in the description down below and card in the top right corner of this video. So if you have not seen the first video of the day, do not be afraid to click on either of those links to check it out when you're done here. Now in this video, we're talking about 12 Days of Winter, this special event that's happening in Infinite Warfare, and the final variant that we will be unlocking on January 1st. So throughout the month of December, we've had this special event running across both Call of Duty games this year, Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare. The main feature of 'Tis the Season, this special winter event, the main feature of 'Tis the Season for Infinite Warfare was 12 Days of Winter, which started 9 days ago, something like that, and it will continue to roll out until January 1st. So every single day we've been able to unlock a special supply drop that had a special holiday item in it. Now at the beginning we got some pretty crappy things. We got a couple salvage, we got a few keys here and there, we got a calling card and a reticle, so a bunch of really crappy things that we didn't exactly want, but we finally got a leak a little while ago that showed that there was going to be 3 special variants coming to the game. The variants were kind of shaded out. It was just like a picture of each of the variants, but they were like completely blacked out, so you couldn't tell what was so special about these 3 variants, although we could tell which weapons they were variants of. So the 3 variants that we were promised were the RPR Evo, the Titan, and the KBAR-32. So the RPR Evo was our first variant. We got it on day 4, and on day 4 we got the RPR Evo Sled Shot. On day 8, which we just passed just yesterday, and my first video of the day is heavily featured on what we got on day 8, but we got the Titan Sleigh Guide, which was the second variant. So clearly we're in a pattern here. We're going to get a variant on the 12th day as well. The 12th day will be January 1st. So first day of the new year, we're going to get a really cool variant. What's it going to be? Well, it's going to be the KBAR-32 Igloo Buster. And how do I know that? Well, let me tell you. Now, information on the KBAR-32 Igloo Buster has been floating around the internet for a few days, so you might have been exposed to the news that this was going to be the next variant in a number of different ways. So let me explain some of the ways that this weapon has been leaked so far. So number one way, the way that I found out about it was on the Infinite Warfare Reddit. On the Infinite Warfare Reddit, there's this amazing spreadsheet made by a couple guys. I'm not actually sure who runs the spreadsheet, but it's a Google document, and you can head on there, whatever, it's completely 100% public access. You can go on there, and they have data mined out of the PC files of the game, all of the stats on all of the weapons. They're constantly updating that. Basically, they had enough of what Brass Monkey and Marvel 4 were doing with charging for weapon stats. They have like an app, like Brass Monkey has this app where you can purchase a subscription and then you can see the weapon stats in the game. Well, that's not right. Like, weapon statistics in a game are public knowledge. They should not be able to sell those. So these guys on the Infinite Warfare Reddit decided to put this spreadsheet together, and it is spectacular. Now the thing is, it's all 100% data mined, so it's not completely filled out yet. They're still working on updating it all the time. But what's interesting is they recently updated it to include all of the new variants, and they've actually updated it a little bit further. With their data mine, they've found a bunch of new variants that will be coming into the game, including the 12 Days of Winter variants. Now, I wouldn't have trusted this had I not seen its effect a couple days ago. So I was exposed to this spreadsheet before the Titan Sleigh Guide came out, and I went down, I was scrolling through all the weapons, and I saw the Titan, and it said Titan Sleigh Guide, and I knew that the Titan was going to be one of our special 12 Days of Winter variants. So I was looking at it, I'm like, Sleigh Guide, like, I don't know about that. Like, that sounds kind of weird. I wasn't sure, right? Well, that was the day before the Sleigh Guide came out, and surprise, surprise, the Sleigh Guide came out, and I was like, okay, well, these guys know what they're doing. So they have also predicted that the Igloo Buster, which shows up right underneath the Bunker Buster, will be a 12 Days of Winter variant. So perhaps you may have seen the spreadsheet like I did a few days ago, and that was the way that you found out about the Igloo Buster, or that you found out that there was going to be a new variant of the KBAR-32 coming into this game, whether it was a 12 Days of Winter variant or not. But if you did not, maybe you saw on Twitter that it was going to be the Igloo Buster, as Call of Duty mistakenly posted a picture of the Igloo Buster where a picture of the Titan Sleigh Guide was supposed to be. In a promotional tweet on the official Call of Duty Twitter page intended to advertise yesterday's bonus, the Titan Slay Guide, a picture of the KBAR-32 Igloo Buster appeared in its place. In an attempt to avoid company-wide embarrassment, Joe Seco later tweeted that it was a calculated leak. Needless to say, I think someone got fired over this, but I cannot post a picture of the tweet here. I would. He actually did tweet it out with an image of the KBAR-32 Igloo Buster yet again. I would post that in this video, but Call of Duty is really strange about their copyright policies, where even if the entire world knows that this weapon is coming, if I post a video of it, or if I post a picture of it in my video, it will immediately be taken down. They can strike down my channel for that, and that's not a risk that I'm willing to take. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it, or check on Twitter yourselves. It's still up there. You can still find it. They didn't delete the tweet or anything like that. They just left it there and said, you know what, fuck it, like, we fucked up. That's the end of it. But Igloo Buster confirmed from Call of Duty and Joe Seco themselves. The third and final way, providing a beautiful transition into my final topic of today's video, that you might have noticed that the KBAR-32 was going to have a 12 Days of Winter holiday variant, was just good old-fashioned paying attention. The most recent holiday variants that they've been adding in, these other two holiday variants, the RPR Evo Sled Shot and Titan Slay Guide, are simply duplicates of variants that we got in the most recent update. A couple days ago, we got an update that added 12 new variants to the game, and 3 of those variants were an RPR Evo, a Titan, and a KBAR-32. And what you might have noticed, I talked about this in the first video of the day, is that the variants that we have for 12 Days of Winter are essentially the exact same as the other variants that we got for the KBAR-32, the Titan, and the RPR Evo, except they have a special camouflage and they have a special reticle. So that's going to be the same deal with the KBAR-32. So essentially, the RPR Evo Sled Shot that we got for day 4 of 12 Days of Winter is the exact same as the RPR Evo Cheap Shot, which you can just purchase as a common variant in the armory. The Titan Slay Guide, which we got on day 8 yesterday, we got that, and it's a rare variant, but you can purchase the exact same weapon without the camouflage, without the emblem, or without the reticle, I mean, as the Titan Reconnaisseur, as a rare variant in the armory. So knowing that we were going to get a KBAR-32 as one of our new holiday weapons, and knowing that it's going to be a duplicate of a weapon that we already have in the armory that you can purchase, well, what's the new KBAR-32 that we got in the armory update? Well, we got the KBAR-32 Bunker Buster. So clearly we're going to have a KBAR-32 Igloo Buster, and it will have the exact same statistics as the Bunker Buster, except that it will also have a very special camouflage, and it will likely have a special reticle as well. Now, knowing that the Igloo Buster will have the exact same traits and statistics as the Bunker Buster, if the other two 12 Days of Winter variants are anything to go off of, I can easily tell you how the Igloo Buster is going to perform, what's going to be on it. We won't do a full review on it just yet, but the Igloo Buster will have the nuclear trait. That's going to be its legendary trait. It will have a 25-player kill streak rewarding you with a deatomizer strike that will end the game in a team deathmatch game mode, or it will kill every enemy on the other team in a objective-based game mode. Your common trait is Stockpile, which increases your ammunition, which is pretty helpful when you're trying to get your nuke, but that is what you're going to get on this weapon. It's just a straight-up standard nuclear weapon, but it's going to have a cool camouflage on it. It's going to have a cool reticle. It's obviously really great to know the traits and statistics of a weapon before it comes out, because it can influence the way people play the game. You can prepare for people using the KBAR-32 Igloo Buster now, and you can also start to decide if you are going to use it or not. But what I should really emphasize in this video, if it has not come across yet for you, like if it hasn't clicked, but do not buy the KBAR-32 Bunker Buster. Whatever you do, it's 2,000 salvage just straight into the toilet, straight into the garbage, straight into the gutter. Wherever you're putting your 2,000 salvage straight into, it's not going anywhere, because you will already have the Igloo Buster 100% for free. So unless you've already bought it, which in your case sucks to be you, or unless you're not going to be at your house at all on January 1st, stay away from the Bunker Buster. It's free. Why would you spend 2,000 salvage on it just so you can put a camo on it or something? Dumb. Just wait and get the Igloo Buster like the rest of us. Do not spend 2,000 salvage. If you are, I don't know what to say to you if you're gonna spend 2,000 salvage on that thing. So that is pretty much all I had to say in this video. Something else that I'll just add on here, which is kind of interesting. how I mentioned that spreadsheet earlier. So you might find this pretty intriguing, but on that spreadsheet, on top of the 12 Days of Winter variants and all of the 12 new Quartermaster variants that we got, there were a couple extra added elites, and I definitely wrote these down. I'm keeping track of them, but we have the Erad Cyclopean, the Karma 45 Gravedigger, the Mauler Sentinel, the EMC Switchblade, and the Oni Tengu. So look out for those in the future, in future updates. I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled for any information, but those sound really cool, especially like the Erad Cyclopean. And Karma 45 Gravedigger sounds interesting because so far, the Karma 45 is only a mission team weapon, so maybe they're going to expand mission teams. Maybe they're going to start adding in mission team weapons into the supply drop exclusive weapons like the Quartermaster collection. I'm not sure, but just something to keep your eye on. Like these guys basically predicted out of the data files, off the PC files, they predicted that these weapons are going to come in here a few days ago. So I would say that they're pretty reliable, and these epic weapons, they sound legit. So definitely worth keeping an eye on, but that is all I had to say in this video, guys. Do not buy the KBAR-32 Bunker Buster, or I will reach through this screen right now and slap you in the face. If you did buy it already, I'm really sorry for you, but it's your problem now. But that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.